honoring 4-star General Joseph W. Ralston, Alaska Aviation Museum Hall of Fame. On February 4, 2023, Joseph W. Ralston will be inducted into the Alaska Aviation Museum's Hall of Fame with a Lifetime Achievement Award in recognition of his lifetime of service to the United States of America and to America's aviation development and history.
I grew up on a farm, a tobacco farm in western Kentucky. My grandfather didn't believe in tractors. He thought tractors compacted the soil too much, so we had a fleet of mules. When I was 17 years old, I was plowing the fields behind a mule, which is a pretty slow and prodding existence. Went off to college. 3 years later, I was flying a Cessna. Pretty good learning curve from the mule to the Cessna. 2 years after that, I was doing Mach 2 and an F-105. And I flew Mach 2 fighters for 38 years. I'm now back to the Cessna, and I'm worried about the next step in my evolution.
General Ralston is a highly decorated command pilot with more than 2,500 flying hours and 147 combat missions over Laos and North Vietnam, earning him 4 Distinguished Flying Crosses during the Vietnam War. His other awards include 2 Defense Distinguished Service Medals, a Distinguished Service Medal, and 3 Legions of Merit. During his career, he flew a variety of aircraft.
My favorite airplane was probably the F-105. It got me through 2 combat tours without a hiccup. It was a wonderful airplane to fly. Fastest airplane at low altitude we've ever built. The faster it went, the more stable it was. It just was a great airplane. The other airplane that I really like a lot is the F-16. The F-16 is small enough that you sort of put the airplane on your back, and it really is a great performing airplane. So I'd have to say those 2 are my favorite.
In 2003, General Ralston joined the Cohen Group, where he serves as the vice chairman over a talented team of experts with years of experience in both government and industry.
I'm still working, and I'm part of the Cohen Group in Washington, D.C., and we try to help American companies do business around the world. So I do quite a bit of traveling internationally, trying to help American companies.
Ralston served in the United States Air Force from 1965 to 2003. He was commissioned in 1965 through the Reserve Officer Training Corps program upon graduation from Miami University. He later earned his M.A. in Personal Management from Central Michigan University in 1976. His professional military education includes the Army Command and General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, the National War College at Fort Leslie J. McNair, Washington, D.C., and the John F. Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University, Cambridge, and Massachusetts. His military career included command at squadron, wing, numbered Air Force, and major commands, as well as various influential staff and management positions. He was deeply involved with building the U.S. Air Force of the 21st century and held positions and requirements and acquisition. From 1992 to 1994, General Ralston served as Commander, Alaskan Command, Alaskan North American Aerospace Defense Command Region, 11th Air Force and Joint Task Force Alaska at Elmendorf Air Force Base, Alaska.
Well, the United States Air Force sent me here 31 years ago, and we were at Elmendorf Air Force Base here in Anchorage, but I was commander of Alaskan Command and had the privilege of traveling all over Alaska to all of our radar sites, to Fairbanks, to Adak, to Shemya, to Attu. And why I stayed is my wife Dee and I really liked the people, and we liked Alaska, and we said if we could ever live anywhere that we want to, this is where it would be. So when I left active duty in 2003, we moved back to Anchorage and been here ever since.
From 1996 to April 2000, he served as the Vice Chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff. In this capacity, he was the nation's second highest ranking military officer. In May of 2000, he became the commander for both U.S. European Command and Supreme Allied Command Europe in NATO, Mons, Belgium. General Ralston was named a Distinguished Senior Advisor at the Center for Strategic and International Studies in March 2003. In September 2006, President Bush appointed him as the Special Envoy for countering the Kurdistan's Workers' Party, a terrorist organization designated by the United States, Turkey, and the European Union. General Ralston is a contributor through making large donations to the Alaska Aviation Museum. The Alaska Aviation Museum greatly appreciates the tremendous contributions General Joseph W. Ralston and the United States Air Force has given our country, and we welcome him into our Hall of Fame.